You're being lied to every time you buy a laptop or a PC because most people think i3 is slow, i5 is good, i7 is powerful, and i9 is the best. But in reality, a newer i5 can destroy an older i7, and sometimes even an i3 can feel faster than both. So if you've ever bought a laptop just because it said i7 on the sticker, this video might save you from wasting your money. Most people think buying a CPU is simple. i3 is weak, i5 is medium, i7 is powerful, i9 is beast. But that idea is completely outdated because in 2026, the naming system is kind of a trap. When Intel created i3, i5, i7, and i9, it was supposed to separate performance tiers. But today, things are very different because CPU performance is not just about the name anymore. It depends on generation, architecture, cores, threads, cache, clock speed, power limits, and cooling. And this is exactly where most people get confused. So let's break it down properly, starting with the i3. i3 is considered the entry-level processor, but modern i3 CPUs are way more powerful than people think. Today's i3 chips can handle browsing, office work, coding, multitasking, light editing, and even gaming surprisingly well. Some newer i3 processors even outperform old i7 chips from years ago, and that sounds crazy until you understand how CPUs evolved. Modern CPUs became more efficient, more optimized, and smarter with power management. But here's the catch. i3 processors are still limited when heavy workloads start happening. If you open too many programs, edit heavy videos, run virtual machines, or multitask aggressively, you'll start noticing slowdowns. It's basically like a small car engine. It works great normally, but struggles under pressure. Now let's talk about i5. This is where most people should actually be looking. i5 is the sweet spot. Modern i5 processors are insanely good for the price. They can handle gaming, streaming, video editing, schoolwork, programming, and heavy multitasking without major issues. And honestly, for most users, an i5 is more than enough. But here's another thing nobody tells you. Not all i5 processors are equal. A 10th generation i5 and a 14th generation i5 feel like completely different worlds. Newer generations bring better efficiency, higher speeds, more cores, and improved architecture. So when somebody says, "I have an i5, that alone means almost nothing. The generation matters way more. Now let's move to i7. This is where people start thinking they're entering professional territory, and in many cases, they are. i7 processors are designed for heavier workloads. They usually come with more cores, more threads, larger cache, and better sustained performance. This makes them great for high-end gaming, 4K editing, 3D rendering, music production, streaming, and serious multitasking. But here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Many people buy i7 processors and never actually use their full power. They spend extra money for performance they'll never notice. It's like buying a race car just to drive in city traffic. Yes, it's powerful, but most of the time, you won't even use that power. Now finally, the i9. This is Intel's monster tier. i9 processors are built for extreme workloads. They are made for professional creators, engineers, 3D artists, developers, renders, AI workloads, and ultra-high-end gaming setups. These CPUs are insanely powerful, but they also consume more electricity, produce more heat, and require stronger cooling. And honestly, most people do not need an i9 at all. If all you do is gaming, browsing, schoolwork, and some editing, an i9 is complete overkill. In many situations, you won't even notice a huge difference compared to a good i5 or i7. And now we reach the biggest truth in this entire video. i3, i5, i7, and i9 are not actual measurements of performance. They are marketing labels. That's it. The real performance depends on generation, architecture, core count, thermal limits, and optimization. For example, a modern i5 can absolutely destroy an old i7 in gaming, editing, and multitasking. And this is exactly how people get scammed while buying laptops. They see an i7 sticker and immediately assume the laptop is powerful. But sometimes it's using an old low-power chip that performs worse than a modern i5. So how should you actually choose a processor in 2026? Simple. Stop looking only at i3, i5, i7, and i9. Start checking the generation instead. Look at benchmarks. Look at reviews. Look at real-world tests. Because the processor name alone means almost nothing anymore. And honestly, marketing has confused people so much that many buyers still think every i7 is automatically better than every i5, which is completely false. So next time you buy a PC or laptop, don't trust the sticker, trust the generation. Because in modern computers, generation matters more than the label.